Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. Well, it's time for another collection update, and generally speaking it's usually always Blu-rays when I do a collection update, but there's actually a couple of DVDs this time. So this is what I've been collecting in the last 3 or 4 weeks. There's a decent amount to get through, some quite interesting ones on some ones I'm really pleased to get. So we'll get started and I shall show you a couple of Blu-rays first, and we'll get onto the DVDs now. So we have got here Bronson, the classic Tom Hardy film. Now I watched and reviewed this fairly recently on the channel, over the last few months. Absolutely brilliant film this, guys. If you've never seen it, it really is very good. They call it a Clockwork Orange for the 21st century, and I can see how the comparisons with Clockwork Orange do get made, but it's a great film in its own right, this. So if you've never seen Bronson, check out the review and give it a watch, guys. It's fantastic. Tom Hardy is amazing in that film. We now have Bloodfather, Mel Gibson. This was, I think, the second film that I reviewed on this channel. I think the first film was Batman vs Superman, and the second film was this, and it's actually a very good film, this. Mel Gibson is absolutely rock hard in that film, and it's a very good film, guys, and I do recommend you watch it. Speaking of A Clockwork Orange, we have A Clockwork Orange, and this is the premium collection. I think this is the HMV premium collection. It comes in a sleeve, it's got 3 discs, loads and loads of extras. I've done a classic movie review for this. This I think is just an outstanding film. I never ever expected to enjoy that when I went to the cinema to watch it when it was re-released after Stanley Kubrick passed, but adore that film. It's just fantastic. True classic. We have Goon, very good comedy film, somewhat underrated, but it did well enough to get a sequel, which I reviewed on the channel. The sequel, the second Goon, it's not as good as the first one, as sequels generally aren't, but this is very good. If you've never seen Goon, it's like Rocky on an ice hockey ring. Best way I can describe it. Cross between Happy Gilmore and Rocky, but ice skating. I got this. Now I got this pack. It's Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, but also, if you can see here, it's in like a little sleeve. You actually get Rise of the Planet of the Apes with it. So you get the first 2 films. Now I've already got Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I got it a couple of months ago on Blu-ray, but because this came with this nice neat little pack, I thought I'd get it, and then I'll just move on the other Rise of the Planet of the Apes. So there you go, guys. Pretty pleased with that. Let's have a look. The Hitman's Bodyguard, another film that I reviewed on the channel. Very good film. Ryan Runnells, Samuel L. Jackson. Need I say more? It's very funny. Loads of action. Pretty good. Now I'm going to show you something that I'm really pleased with. I was perusing my local DVD shop and the Blu-ray shop and stuff. There's about 3 or 4 that I tend to go through locally. I sweep through once or twice a week, and they had Angel season 3 on DVD, and these were like the ones that were first released. These are almost like media books. You know, they've got the pages in all the discs. Very nice packs, and I had these years ago when it was first released, and these were like £60-70 when it first came out. Absolutely brilliant. I absolutely love this show, one of my favourite shows of all time, and they had this in the shop for 99p for season 3. I just could not buy it. I had to buy it. Delighted with it. And speaking of, they also had season 4 as well, in exactly the same like almost like media book pack. These are much better than the awful, you know, the plastic ones that they brought out after. Brilliant. I'm not even sure if Danger is released on Blu-ray, but again, 99p for that one. So I'm going to bide my time and I'm going to collect like these versions of Angel. Brilliant TV show that, by the way, guys. I'm sure you know. You may or may not have ever heard of these guys. Dirty Sanchez. It's in like a pack. It's the European invasion. So you get two. What am I doing here? I'm going all over the place. There we are. So you get these two in it. Now, if you never heard of Dirty Sanchez, I used to watch these years ago when I was younger, much younger. It's very juvenile stuff, but it's like the British version of Jackass, but these guys took it much further than Jackass. They were absolute lunatics, Welsh boys. They were down in Wales, and if you just want to watch something that's absolutely a laugh, but be warned, there's some pretty graphic stuff in it, I do recommend Dirty Sanchez, guys. So, and what made me think of getting that was watching that Action Point recently with Johnny Knoxville, and I saw that the following day after watching Action Point in the store, and I thought, yeah, I'll get that. I remember Dirty Sanchez. Now I have got the Expendables, first one in the sleeve. Pretty good. Any action movie fans, you know, why would you not get these? The good movies. Speaking of, Expendables 2, again in the sleeve. Very good. I would probably say this is actually my favourite of the three Expendables 2. I enjoyed that probably the most. And Expendables 3, a film that criminally didn't do nearly as well as it deserved to at the cinema. It's probably the weakest of the three, but it's still a lot of fun, and if you're going to collect the other two, you might as well get the third one. And action movie fans, I think they need to be in the collection, and this is the extended edition, not seen in the cinemas. And why not? Why wasn't it seen in the cinemas? An Idiot Abroad. I've got all the Idiot Abroads on DVD, but this was so cheap I thought, well, I might as well start collecting them on Blu-ray, and when I get them all on Blu-ray I'll just move on the DVD collection. Fantastically funny, this, guys. If you've never seen An Idiot Abroad, get it watched. You'll be crying well after. It's so funny. And finally, the film that almost started World War III, The Interview. Huge fan of Seth Rogen, as you know if you watch a lot of my channel, and I do think this is a very, very good film. Very, very funny. There's a lot to like about this film. So there you go, guys. Pretty busy month there, or certainly 3 weeks worth of buying. Not a lot of horrors this time. There was not a lot of horrors that I saw that were I was interested in buying, but there's still some pretty decent ones there that I'm happy to put in my collection. So I look forward to the next update video, which will be in about another 3 or 4 weeks, guys, if I pick up some more stuff that I want to buy. So thank you very much for watching.